Alright guys, it's the next day. We're back here on the 97 Corvette. No start condition. Anyone new to the channel, to the video, will see that I bought the car knowing there was a no start condition here. And yeah, so this is part two. We're just playing around with the car today. I'm still waiting on the pucks so I could jack this thing up. But for right now, what I've been doing is I oiled up, or WD-40'd, all the splice packs down here, the grounds, and I'm going to take them apart and clean them all. I took the covers off the engine. We're about to start vacuuming all these leaves up right here. Nice big mess. I don't want to stick my hands down here to get to all these different, what do you call it, grounds. Got to pull the battery out, and there's a ground down here, one over here, one over there, one under the brake booster over there, one behind here. I don't know if I'll be able to get to that one. And yeah, we're going to start there while I'm waiting on the pucks to jack the car up. Otherwise, I would just put my my switch on the, you know, the old push button switch. I would connect to the battery into the starter just to see if the thing cranks over. But we don't have that. I can't get to the starter the way this thing sits. So yeah, this is where we're at. So we're about to vacuum it. One other test we did here. Down here at the fuse panel underneath here. What was I about to say? Number 14 fuse next to that bottom bolt hole right there. Let's see if we can get a little closer. You see that one? That fuse right here next to that bolt hole. That right there is the CRK fuse, the crank. So I had my someone sit inside the passenger seat while they were cranking the key over. I was only getting 4 to 6 volts on that fuse right there. So that's telling me you're supposed to have 12 to everything what I read so far. And no, I'm not getting 12 volts over there. So it could be a problem with the ignition cylinder over here. It could be the vats or something like that. But the fuel pump does prime, so I don't know. I always thought in my mind the fuel pump would not work if the VATS wasn't working. But I could be wrong on that. But we're getting a no crank condition. It doesn't do anything. So I'm not sure what's going on. So basically, when you turn that key right there, I get 4 to 6 volts on that fuse, but no cranking whatsoever. Nothing. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. But let's set up the camera. Let's do some vacuuming right here. Let's get this all cleaned up. And yeah, we'll go from there. So hold on. Alright, I got my little trusty interior vacuum, cleaning interior vacuum out here. Let's do some action shots. Let's see how well this vacuums off. Alright, you guys got the gist of it. Let me get this all cleaned up and yeah, we'll keep going. So hold on. Alright, we're back at it here. We got the motor all nice and cleaned. Both sides. Well, I wouldn't say clean, but we got all the mouse, whatever the mouse stuff off it. Both sides. It could be a little bit better. But this is where we're at for right now. I couldn't find anything that was chewed through, so I think we're fortunate there. At the moment, I'm going to start working on these grounds. So I got this one down here I'm going to hit up here. I took the surround off the battery off. This basically sits in like this. Let's see if I can raise that up. This piece right here goes under this. And you see this hole right here? There's a little push pin, one of these things. Right here. One of these, and that's what holds it on there. And then there's one that goes over here on this side, and that's all that holds that in. Next, I'm taking out the battery tray just because I want to see what's underneath it. And I figured I'll show you guys here. Like, I want to vacuum this all out. I'll clean all this as I put it back together. I'm looking at wires and doing stuff like that. But it looks like this tray is removable. And it looks like there's a bolt here, bolt here, bolt here, I think. I don't know, but we're going to pull it out right now. And, yeah, I'll let you guys know how it went. And, yeah, we'll inspect all the wires. Oh, here's a bolt down here. That's for something. Wasn't me. I didn't leave it here. Hold on. I don't know what that's for. It might be this. Because I found this. This was just laying down there. And when I put the new battery on, it wasn't locked down, the old battery, when I took it out. I found this when I was vacuuming out in between the exhaust manifold tubes down there. And that's going to go here. So I got to put that on there. So, anyways, let's get this battery tray taken out. Let's have a good look around at all these wires. We'll vacuum this out, make her nicey nice. You know what I mean? So I'll be right back. Hold on. All right, I had to come right back and tell you I lied. There's 4 bolts. You see the one? Oops. There it is. It was hidden on me from the light. If you take away the light, you don't see it. When you put the light, you see it. So one more bolt and it's ready to come off. All right, we got that out. One thing to note, when you're getting that last bolt like I just showed you guys, I had to use a really, where is it? A longer than usual 13 millimeter to get that out. Or you could sit there with the wrench and just, you know what I mean, back and forth a hair at a time. So this is what we're dealing with in here. Oh, I found the other ground thing right here. We got to pop this off. We got to clean all these. So we got that one. We have this one right here. There's an extra wire going to it. I don't know where that goes to. I'm just looking around. So this is where we're at. Look at all the leaves down there. We're going to vacuum it all out back there. Try to get this a little bit nicer. And yeah, I'll show you guys when I'm done. And we're going to crack this open. And we're going to spray contact cleaner in here. See what anything's green or anything. We'll take a look at it. So, yeah, I'm glad I pulled this off. So what's this right here? Any chafing here? I can't tell. Let's see. Doesn't look it. But we're just looking at everything. Anything and anything that could be an issue. You know what I mean? Oops. Alright, let me get to work on this thing. I'll update you. It's hard to put the camera in here and show exactly everything. But at least you got an idea of what we're dealing with here. So, alright, we'll be back. Yeah, here we go. Back. I'm vacuuming everything out. We get to go fishing in here. I'm finding tools. Let's see. Oh, here we go. See what my kind of mechanic was on this thing. If it's a snap-on, or is it... Oh, wow. No, so I think it says Foster. Forged steel. I guess we'll never know. Looks like probably an 8 for the battery. Who knows? Alright, that was it. Just goofing around, I guess. So, hold on. Alright, I'm back over here. I got this taken apart right down here. See if we can get a little zoom in. A little zoomy zoom zoom. Honestly, it's not as dirty as I thought it was. There's this. Some green, but I don't see this being the problem. Looks like someone already cleaned them, to be honest with you. So, I'm going to clean them again. We'll put this back together. And this right here, that's not a ground. That's, I'm not sure what this is. Could be one of those connectors where it has a bar going across this and it connects each one of these to these wires. Like, has pins on it. I don't know. I'm going to look it up right now, see if I can find anything. So let me clean this up. We'll put this back together. Someone's been in here before, so this isn't it. So, yeah, we'll keep looking. Alright, guys, I was wrong about this. This is a splice pack ground. I guess this does the O2 sensors, TPS, fuel pump, maybe something like that. So let's pop it open. Let's see what it looks like. Basically, there's a little thing here. You put it in, lift up, and marked yellow, yellow. I don't think it matters which way you put this back in, but I'm going to try to put it exactly the way it was. Okay, let's see if this will come off. Yes. Yep, these look good to me. I don't see anything wrong here. So, let's take a look. Let's see if I can lift these up. Yeah, that's clean. I wouldn't have expected that to be clean, but maybe someone was in here already and they already addressed this. Yeah, these all look pretty good in there. Okay, nothing to do. Let's one more look at this. Yeah, it looks like the dielectric grease is still kind of fresh. So, this went to a shop somewhere. Someone played with it. And I guess we're doing everything they already did. That's what I could tell here. Because that ground's clean. This is clean. Alright, let me put all this back together. Let me clean this stuff down here. And, yeah, we'll go from there. So hold on. Alright, we're back at it. That's all buttoned up, all taken care of. And we're on to this one over here now. This one I have apart. It was connected to, you can see that hole in there, we're screwed into. And this one looks good too. Everything looks alright. Let's see if we can get inside here. Yeah, so to me it looks like someone's already, I'm following someone else's trail right now. They already been through all this. So we'll check the other one on the other side. We'll keep going through it. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think this has anything to do with the no cranking part on the engine, but I'm waiting on pucks to jack this thing up and everything, so I'm just killing time here. Just looking for something, who knows. But that's pretty damn clean right there. So we'll leave it at that. Alright, I'll keep going then. So, hold on. Alright, we just took a nice look at the old passenger side pack right here. This all looks pretty good. Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong. So, let's see. This one's a little bit dirtier than the others. So we'll clean this up. Maybe a little bit. But I don't think this would have anything to do with starting the car. So, but we're going to still clean this up. And then we got one more underneath here we'll take a look at. So let me just, I'm just using brake cleaner, contact cleaner, and these little brushes, brass brushes. And we'll clean this all up. So, I'll be right back. Alright, we're on the last one, finally. And we're down here. Let's see if I can get this to focus in. I already got the bolt off and it's hanging there. Let's see if that'll focus. There it is, a little rusty. I'm going to clean it off and we'll put it back together. I just used a, for this one, a little shorty wrench with, I believe it's a 10mm. 10 on there. Yeah, came right off. I'm going to clean that up just a little bit, and yeah, we should, or at least we did all we could do as far as grounds in the engine compartment have to do with this. Something to kill time with until we can get to do about bigger and better things. So hold on, let me take care of this and we'll be right back. Alrighty, so it looks like we got all the grounds cleaned up in the engine bay. I don't think any of them had anything to do with the no cranking. You never know, but They're all cleaned. Everything looks pretty good, so we're good to go. The only one I didn't do is behind the intake manifold. I'm not going to worry about that right now. So let's take a look here. What I'm noticing here is with the battery and the surround out, I could actually see the starter. It's down in there. And what I'm trying to do is, oops, see what this starter hasn't been changed, hasn't been out, nothing. Let's see. That's what it looks like. And look how rusty everything is. I'll be mad if it's just a stupid starter that's done. So, next video, hopefully I gotta find my remote starter. And somehow, I don't know how I'm getting onto this starter. This exhaust hasn't been off. Look at the bolts on the exhaust now. The exhaust has to drop off down there. They're so rusty, everyone's breaking. You know that. I don't know. I got to try to figure out how to get it onto the big lug to the little lug and see what. I mean, oof, I'm trying to think here. I can't think. I got to figure out how to wire this thing up, and we'll go from there. Hopefully that's in the next video, and maybe it's easier to reach from below the car. What time is it? It's 10 after 5 on a Sunday. I ordered the pucks to jack this up yesterday. They said it'd be here overnight, and I still don't have them. So, there's nothing else I can do really for right now. But I like leaving the battery out for now, because I can hook up that remote starter, hopefully, somehow. Drop the battery back in, and then at least we can hit the button and see if the motor spins. Is the starter what is the problem, or is it something in the wiring? I don't know. But that'll tell me a lot just by trying to turn it over with a remote starter. Anyways, we're going to end this video now. And yeah, hopefully next one, we'll find out if the starter is good or bad. And we'll go from there. So thanks everyone for watching. Anyone has any suggestions, anything on how to diagnose this car, please let me know. I would love any of the comments I can get on this. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.